You said to me last week the first half was one of the poorest displays you'd had since you were here. You must feel the same about this week.
It was the nature. It was the nature of the defeat. We've lost games this season where we've been a little bit unlucky. We've lost last-minute goals. We've lost bits where teams have been slightly better than us. Today we were miles set. Don't get me wrong. First 15-20 minutes I thought we started the game really brightly. As soon as we lost the goal, we just wilted. And that was the scary thing for me, the mental weakness in the group today. Because at Wraith they were asked a big psychological test, which they came through flying colours, down to 10 men against top of the league. And on Saturday they gave themselves a big psychological mental test, going 2-0 down so early on, and they came back like a train and should have got something out of it. Today, no, never saw any of it, and that's the soul destroying part of it. So we've just said in there, sometimes you can say things that when you're emotional, when you're angry and really upset about certain aspects of the game, sometimes you can say too much in front of players. And at half time we coated the walls against Dunfermline. Today I've got to bite my lip a wee bit and then reassess it overnight, and then we'll talk about it when we come back in, and really go through it a little bit, because I felt physically it was men against boys. It was men against boys as soon as they scored their first goal, and that can't be acceptable in the Championship. We were weak today. We were weak physically and mentally today as soon as we lost the goal, and that's what cost us the game. When you're losing or you're down, some decisions go against you. You suddenly feel more tired, and we look tired, and I don't understand why, because we have been strong. We're a fit group. We've been strong. We've finished games really strongly, as Wraith and Dunfermline proved recently. But that's a hell of a wake-up call to some of the players there, and they have to improve drastically. It's a wake-up call to me as well, because it's my responsibility as well.
You're not making any excuses for defensively. I mean, your centre-backs, I mean, actually they were quite strong throughout the game. Goals didn't really come from those areas, maybe the first one, but the rest of them, the two big shots. So your centre-backs held out.
A couple of big strikes. It was just the defending for the first goal with a header. Can we do better? It depends. I've not seen the goals back, so I really have to assess them. So I don't want to really comment too much on it. All I know is that we were second best. It's easy to point fingers saying you're missing Sean and Frankie. We've asked people to go in and do a job, and they've done as best they can today, but it's nothing to do with the back. It's a collective. There's 11, 15 that were involved in the game, including myself. And as I say, I take responsibility. I'll question myself tonight. Did I pick the right team? And 50 minutes of the game, I thought we had picked the right team. We looked as if we were going well. As I say, goals change games in this league, in any league, and we paid the price of that, and we never showed enough fight after going a goal behind. And then again, 2 goals in the space of 2 or 3 minutes, I think it was, in the second half. How many times has that happened to us? We've got to be mentally stronger in dealing with that sort of scenario. So for these Hardy fans that came up again, I apologise to them, because that's not... Most of the season they've seen their team play games, win games, lose games, draw games, but they've seen a team fighting for the badge. And today I just felt that was a little bit lacking, and that's the biggest disappointment for me.